well-being. With our expertise and dedication, trust Tempstar and experience quality you can feel. For advanced, enduring comfort, we guarantee a breath of fresh, purified air for you and your family to enjoy. Keep your home cool and comfortable year-round. Caveman Heating and Air, keeping you and your family comfortable since 1981.
Get ready for your summertime cookouts with Cartwright's Market. We have the best selection of beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and smoked meats in the valley. Add even more flavor to your meals with our natural and organic fruits and vegetables, paired with our selection of craft beers on tap. So whether it's a barbecue, camping trip, block party, or just a night with the family, come down to Cartwright's, your local fresh meat, produce, and specialty market. Located in Grants Pass and Medford.
Hey boy, why aren't you eating your food?
Ew.
At your dog's request. All natural pest elimination.
One call gets them all naturally.
Watching out for you. This is Newswatch 12 at 5.
Wildfire smoke has returned to the Rogue Valley this evening thanks to the active Boise fire burning in Siskiyou County. We're starting out with a live look across southern Oregon and northern California. You can see the smoke and haze right now in the Medford and Wairika area.
And not only are we concerned about smoke and air quality this evening, but also the potential for thunderstorms. Thank you for choosing Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Jerry Howard.
And I'm Haley Gravitt. Parts of southern Oregon are under a red flag warning tonight. For the latest on those thunderstorm chances and an update on the Boise fire, let's turn over to Stormwatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman for a look at our fire watch forecast tonight. Matt.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of those showers and storms beginning to fire up. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar imagery over the last hour, and our focus goes to Siskiyou County. We're seeing plenty of smoke also from the Boise fire. It's been very active yesterday and again today. And then zooming in here, you can see how these showers have blossomed in central and as well as northeast portions of Siskiyou County. Radar not detecting lightning just yet, but that potential is definitely there as we head into this evening and tonight for thunderstorms. And these will continue to work off to the north and to the east. We may see a stray thunderstorm in the Rogue Valley in the Medford area, better chances along and east of the Cascades tonight. And that's why we do have a red flag warning. It begins at 8 o'clock for much of Klamath and Lake County. The concern is these storms will be producing abundant lightning and then also some gusty storm winds. So new fire starts will be a big concern. The Boise fire now over 8,600 acres, very active on the north and east sides. Let's take a look at the new evacuation orders and warnings that were issued earlier today for the Boise fire in Siskiyou County. Evacuation orders, that means go now for zone SIS 1802, and evacuation warnings in yellow for 1704, 1903, 1805 and 1707. That's SIS for all of those zones. And a reminder what evacuation orders and warnings mean. Orders mean go. In red and yellow, evacuation warnings mean be ready to leave at a moment's notice. We're tracking plenty of other fires in the region, and we'll have updates on those coming up. Haley?
Yeah, Matt, thank you. And sticking with the Boise fire tonight, it's continuing to burn in California at over 8,600 acres. Newswatch 12 spoke with the U.S. Forest Service about the situation in Siskiyou County, and they say there is no containment on the fire, but fire crews are making sure that they have strong containment lines protecting the communities nearby.
Really big buildup of vegetation. Now, with those record-setting heat waves that we had at the beginning of the summer, that vegetation dried very quickly, making it extremely receptive to fire. These are extremely steep drainages. They're very heavily timbered. As I said, there's a lot of vegetation in there, and that makes them very resistant to containment.
Freeman says that the Boise drainage area has a big buildup of vegetation because it hasn't burned in so long. Crews are working to contain the fire further east. We're continuing to track and monitor several wildfires across southern Oregon. Let's look at the Dixon fire now, which is burning in Douglas County. The Dixon fire is just over 2,000 acres with 0% containment tonight. Crews are working to hold controlled lines and protect homes, and they are also relying heavily on air support. They estimate the cost of the fire at $3 million so far. And the Warner Peak Fire is burning in Lake County. It's currently over 61,000 acres. It has 19% containment tonight. Crews are securing fire lines on the northwest part of the fire, but challenges are still making things a little difficult for them on the western and southwestern portions. Hotshot crews are working in those areas across rough and hard to access terrain. The Diamond Complex is burning near the Dixon Fire around the area of Diamond Lake. There are more than 800 people working on this complex. And the Middle Fork Fire is burning near Crater Lake National Park. The fire has caused the north entrance to the park to close temporarily. The Middle Fork Fire is causing significant smoke at Crater Lake. You're seeing photos of it right now.
Moving to our crime watch, a Grants Pass man has been arrested for child sex abuse. Justin Lee Concha has been charged with more than 10 counts of sex offense crimes, and police think he has other victims. If you have any information related about Concha, call the number listed here on your screen. He has been known to go by the name of J. Leslie Frost as well. In Medford, police recovered more than 50 pounds of meth and fentanyl in just 2 days. The Medford Police Department says on August 6th, police conducted a traffic stop of a car driving on I-5 North. They found 32 pounds of meth and 4.5 pounds of fentanyl in the car. In a separate case, just 2 days later, police were talking to two people at a business parking lot for an investigation. While police were talking to them, a canine found 17 pounds of meth in the car. Pascual Padilla was arrested and is now in Jackson County Jail. Also in Jackson County, Oregon State Police found more than 60 pounds of fentanyl-laced pills headed for Portland. Police pulled over a tractor truck driving on Interstate 5 in Jackson County for a traffic violation. When police searched it, they found 2 5-gallon buckets with blue pills. Daniel Pena Gregoso and Josue Itzel Gomez were arrested and are now in Jackson County Jail. And we have an update from the Rogue Valley Humane Society about a kitten dumping situation we shared with you last week. We showed you this security video of a person in a white car dumping a litter of kittens at the front gate of that Humane Society in Grants Pass. The organization says to date the kittens are being treated at different levels based on the diseases they have. It says that there has been no update from police about the search for the person who dumped the kittens, so it's asking for your help identifying that person.
Now, your first forecast with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
You might notice a bit warmer temperatures today, sitting at 84 degrees in Medford, 80 in Wairika, and 81 in Klamath Falls. Winds are picking up late this afternoon, and that is starting to push out some of the smoke in the Medford area. Air quality moderate in Medford, unhealthy for sensitive groups down in Talon and Ashland, but starting to see some improvements for Shady Cove, and we should see some more improvements in the Rogue Valley as those winds continue to pick up into this evening. Air quality still pretty bad, though, down in the Shasta Valley as well as into the Scott Valley in Siskiyou County. Tracking the potential for thunderstorms tonight, especially on the east side. And then tomorrow we'll also be looking at those thunderstorm chances east of the Cascades. More widespread smoke and haze to track for your Thursday. We'll talk more about your Thursday forecast and what to expect for the weekend coming up.
Matt, thank you. On to a developing story tonight. Jackson County Circuit Court could decide to defer a lawsuit against a former Medford nurse. 36-year-old Danny Schofield has 2 court cases. One is a civil court claim and the other is a criminal case. She's asking the court to pause one while she works through the other. Newswatch 12's Jerry Howard tracking this case for us. Jerry.
Yeah, Haley, Danny Schofield, shown here free on bail, has a September 9th hearing for the court to decide whether to pause her civil case while she faces 44 felony counts of assaulting 44 Asante Rogue Regional Medical Center intensive care unit patients in a separate case in criminal court. Schofield's June indictment accuses her of diverting patients' fentanyl pain medicine to herself and replacing it with tap water that made them ill. Schofield says her constitutional Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination should allow her to defend herself in her criminal case without her comments being used against her in the other case. Justin Idiart filed a civil lawsuit against Schofield and Asante involving a patient's death.
I know there are a lot more people that really are upset, wanted a a higher charge, maybe manslaughter or murder. Again, I'm explaining to them as best I can. It's really the district attorney's call on what the evidence would prove. So I have people maybe kind of doubling down a little bit. They want to see the justice on the civil side if they're not going to see it on the criminal side.
And that's his comment after her arraignment that day. Medford Police Department investigated Schofield's criminal case. It says although 14 of those 44 patients died, its medical advisors could not prove they died because of the suspected drug diversion-related illness. Schofield is out of jail on $4 million bail pending the outcome of her criminal case. And we called her lawyer, Justin Idiart, today, called her lawyer and Justin Idiart today without reply. Medford law firm Schlesinger de Villeneuve president David de Villeneuve says today he also is preparing to file in civil court for his clients. He says he plans to list only Asante as the defendant. He says a stay in Schofield's initial civil case could pause it for a few years while the criminal case proceeds. Worth noting, Schofield's new civil case filing is using a prior Newswatch 12 article about her criminal case as Exhibit C, which you also can find at kdrv.com. Haley?
Jerry, thank you. Moving to a health watch tonight, some Rogue Valley residents say that they're pressed to find the medical care that they need. One area that's been feeling that shortage is in Ashland, where locals say there aren't enough physicians to go around. Newswatch 12's Leave Column joining us live in Ashland. Leave, what do residents say that they're looking for when it comes to medical care?
Well, Haley, from what the locals told me today, they want primary care physicians with years of experience and training. But when it comes to finding that, some of them said they've had to wait sometimes months, and some of them even turning to nurse practitioners.
The main difference between an MD and an NP is the schooling and training. A nurse practitioner needs graduate level education and licensing. They can also diagnose and write prescriptions, but they usually only specialize within one area, like women's health or pediatrics. Sophia Wincheck grew up in Ashland and has seen the demand firsthand. Her mom works as a physician in the city with a backlog of possible patients.
It's very spread thin, and she has patients super backed out, and she's booked, pretty much all of her hours and just can't see all the patients. It's tough.
Nurse practitioners may not be the top choice for some Ashlanders, but data from the Oregon Health Authority suggests they could become more common in the Rogue Valley. The number of practicing NPs in Jackson County jumped 11% from 2021 to 2022. This compared to a 7.4% decrease in practicing physicians in Jackson County in the same time period.
Coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6, we'll go a little bit deeper and explore some of the possible reasons for this shortage. Live in Ashland, Leave Column, Newswatch 12.
Watching out for you, Leave Column. Well, in Jackson County, a mosquito pool in White City has tested positive for the West Nile virus. This is the third time the virus has been found in Jackson County in just more than the past 2 weeks. The first occurred July 29th in Central Point, and the second was yesterday in West Medford. Residents 50 and older with underlying health conditions such as high blood pressure and diabetes should contact their health providers if they have any concerns for the virus. It was police versus firemen at the Battle of the Badges blood drive today, and the Red Cross told Newswatch 12 it exceeded its goal. Just how much they were able to raise coming up.
First, let's take a live smoky look out at Phoenix tonight. This view brought to you by the Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, all a part of our Newswatch 12 Weather Cam network. Watching out for you, this is Newswatch 12 at 5.
Action, dedication, a drive to be the best, both young and old. Newswatch 12's Amateur Athlete of the Week, highlighting local athletes who have inspiring stories to be told. See them every Thursday night at 6 p.m. on Newswatch 12, presented by Grover Electric.
You'll find midsummer savings today at your Blackbird stores. Save 25 to 40% on summer clothing and sandals from all of your favorite brands. Aquamarina paddleboards and kayaks are 30% off regular price. And save over $100 on the Loa Renegade Gore-Tex Mid Hikers for men and ladies. They're just $149.97. And it's canning season, so get your ball canning jars at $2 off per case. For more, visit theblackbird.com or stop by the original store in Medford or our brand new bird in Phoenix.
Enjoy the taste of summer all summer long at Rain Rock Casino. Our outdoor patio is the perfect place to enjoy creative food offerings, live music, along with a variety of handcrafted regional wines, spirits, and beers. Put it all together and it spells pure summer fun. Join us every other Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. through October 17th. For a complete calendar of Taste of Summer events, visit us online at rainrockcasino.com. And remember, it always begins with you.
Hey, Gramps, more new products?
Well, yeah, Dill. Since 2020, all the stove shops been closing up. We're the last ones around.
Well, Smoky Stoves is in here in Grants Pass and Medford.
Yeah, well, that's because we service and sell everything and have the finest product available.
And we've been here since 1976. And we're going to be here as long as we have stoves to sell.
Okay, boys. That's because Smoky's is what? The hottest shop around.
Passion, dedication, a drive to be the best, both young and old. Newswatch 12's Amateur Athlete of the Week, highlighting local athletes who have inspiring stories to be told. See them every Thursday night at 6 p.m. on Newswatch 12, presented by Grover Electric. Watching out for you. This is Newswatch 12 at 5.
Today in Grants Pass, it was police versus firefighters in the Battle of the Badges. The challenge? To see which agency could get the most people to donate blood. The drive, held with the Red Cross, ran until 2 p.m. Newswatch 12 spoke to Kelly Bush, who's the executive assistant for Grants Pass Fire. She said the drive is especially important right now because of a blood shortage.
Everybody that comes in, we ask them to vote for police or fire, and whoever gets the most votes, we have a small trophy. But it's a great cause and we need the blood. There's a shortage going on right now.
The Red Cross told Newswatch 12 it exceeded its goal today and collected 41 units. Hospitals are still short on blood and could use your donation by scheduling an appointment with Red Cross.
And Newswatch 12 is getting an exclusive look at the second annual Wild Rivers Film Festival in Brookings. Months of preparation have led up to the weekend-long film festival, which starts tomorrow night. Newswatch 12's Tim Quidadamo is in Brookings with more.
If you're a movie lover like I am, then Brookings is the place you want to be this weekend with the Wild Rivers Film Festival.
For those people with the VIP pass and our filmmakers, we will be hosting a happy hour at 4. And then around 6, we'll begin to have people walk through the red carpet. We'll take photos. It will actually be right here at our historic Redwood Theater.
The second annual Wild Rivers Film Festival kicks off tomorrow night at the Redwood Theater in downtown Brookings. The French musical Les Filles du Rhône will be preceded by a red carpet for both filmmakers and fans to enjoy. But if you bought VIP tickets, walking the red carpet isn't the only unique experience you'll get.
I mean, we had such a great time last year. The filmmakers, all the filmmakers that came in, they loved Brookings, they loved the area, loved the weather, and loved the people.
But if you're missing out on happy hour with filmmakers, don't worry. Moviegoers will still have the chance to talk to some of the filmmakers featured throughout the film festival, with Q&As after some of the shows. Coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6, I'll tell you about some of the films in this year's festival with ties to Southern Oregon. In Brookings, Tim Quidadamo, Newswatch 12.
Even the coast could see some thunderstorms as we head into the weekend, tracking a more significant storm system with wetter storms as well as more widespread thunderstorms for Saturday. But we'll have more updates as well on the storm threat for tonight into tomorrow, and more on that red flag warning that's been issued for the east side coming up next. But first, let's take a live look from talent in the Camelot Theater. Watching out for you, this is Newswatch 12 at 5.
If you have chronic kidney disease, you can reduce the risk of kidney failure with Farxiga, because there are places you'd like to be. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Welcome to Grover, where service is everything. You need it, we have it, backed with the knowledge and expertise to help bring your projects to life. Lighting, inside and out. Sprinkler to irrigation systems. Plumbing to electrical. It all starts at Grover. And because we show you how to do it yourself, you save. Grover Electric and Plumbing. For a location near you, visit groverelectric.com.
At Horton Plaza, we always like to have some fun. That's why we're always buzzing with activities, games, and road trips to fun and interesting places. At Horton Plaza, there's never a dull moment. Stay active, have fun, and enjoy your best life at Horton Plaza. Come in and see for yourself why Horton Plaza is the place you want to be. Drop by for a tour today.
Washing your windows is the last thing on your mind after a long week. Let the cleaning crew do it for you. From interior to exterior, we'll make sure you have the clearest views starting at only $150. Need some help cleaning your house? We offer an extensive house cleaning starting at just $280. With over 35 years serving Jackson and Josephine counties, our cleaners are professionally trained and use natural cleaning products. Call or visit our website for your free estimate.
The Lodge at Countryside Village is a community designed for those who struggle with memory. The Stepping Stones program engages our residents in the joy of living. Our quest is to discover each person's journey to liveliness, laughter, and a sense of belonging. You can relax knowing your family member will be well cared for and given the attention they require and deserve. Call us at Countryside Village Lodge.
Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Visibility is improving a little bit in the Rogue Valley in Medford. We did have that smoke work in from the Boise fire, but winds are picking up at the surface. West winds at 13 miles per hour, and that should improve the smoke and air quality for much of the Rogue Valley as we head into this evening. Currently 84 degrees in Medford. A look at air quality. Worst impacts down in Siskiyou County, Wairika and Etna seeing unhealthy air quality, unhealthy for sensitive groups in Ashland as well as Lake of the Woods and up at Crater Lake. Winds continuing to pick up for inland areas, a bit breezy in the basin. West winds at 15 miles per hour. Temperatures in the 60s along the coast. We're at 79 in Grants Pass, 81 in Klamath Falls, and 84 degrees in Montague. Now let's talk about the storms. More activity starting to fire up in Siskiyou County. We'll zoom in here, definitely around the Gazelle and just north of Weed area. It does look like we got our first thunderstorm with lightning being detected by radar. There's a lot of a very low humidity near the surface, a very dry air. So we're concerned that especially initially here, a lot of dry lightning and mainly dry thunderstorms, but we'll be tracking these closely as we head into this evening. Another little shower to the south and east of Doris, just southeast. And we're going to keep an eye on especially Klamath and Lake County. That's where expecting more widespread thunderstorms as we head deeper into this evening to develop. That's why we do have a red flag warning for the east side. 8 p.m. tonight through 11 p.m. tomorrow. Storms will be capable of abundant lightning and very gusty outflow winds up to 50 miles per hour. So new fires will be likely, and fires could move pretty quick with those outflow winds, a big concern as well. Take a look at temperatures tonight, a little bit milder, down to 58 in Medford, 45 in Klamath Falls. We could see a stray thunderstorm make its way into Jackson County, but the better bet for storms later this evening and tonight will be along and east of the Cascades. Here's Stormcast, and you can see how those storms really start to work up into Klamath and also Lake County into tonight. This is about 11 o'clock when you join us for Newswatch 12 at 11. Fairly stormy conditions on the east side. Again, we may see a stray thunderstorm in Jackson County, but it's a pretty small chance. Tomorrow, a quiet morning, and then more storms will blossom in the afternoon, mainly east of the Cascades, especially into Lake County. They should be fairly spotty, not expecting anything too terribly widespread, but enough to be concerned about keeping that red flag warning in place through the day tomorrow. Notice the cooler temperatures, 82 for high in Medford, 75 in Klamath Falls, up to 81 in Wairika tomorrow, and in the 60s for highs again along the coast in Brookings. Now, when it comes to smoke, we'll see those improvements in the Rogue Valley as we head into tomorrow morning. Very smoky in the basin, much of Siskiyou County, but it does look like there will be another band of smoke that works in through Jackson County as we go though throughout the day tomorrow. That works out as we head into tomorrow evening. So a little bit more widespread smoke, haze, and air quality impacts tomorrow. Then we're watching this weekend into Saturday. An area of low pressure will set up shop just off the Oregon coast, and this one's got a little bit more moisture to work with. So we're expecting more widespread showers and storms as we head into Saturday, especially along and west of the Cascades, but even on the east side, Northern California, we'll have the chance for showers and storms. We'll be watching that quite closely. The good news is with those storms, the storms will be wetter, so we do expect potentially some spots to get even some measurable and beneficial rain, including for the coast. Showers and storms likely on Saturday. Northern California, the slight chance of a stray thunderstorm again on Friday. Better chances for showers and storms on Saturday. It's going to stay active in the basin. That threat for showers and storms on Saturday, and gusty winds as well. That could bring some concerns when it comes to critical fire weather conditions. We'll be watching that closely. For the mountains, showers and storms likely on Saturday with that system, and then we dry things out for your Sunday. And then in the Rogue Valley, some passing smoke tomorrow, cooler temperatures, and then we'll be watching for showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Looking like a better bet that the valley will see rain and also some storms.